Ladies and gentlemen, it seems to be happening. Joe Rogan has slowly but surely been increasingly turning against Donald Trump. He was still gullible. He still fell for all of it. This doesn't get him out of the fiasco that he had a hand in creating. But Rogan, who endorsed Trump in 2024, is finally calling the Epstein situation a line in the sand and says that there is gaslighting going on the behalf of Donald Trump's position. This is the guy MAGA loves to quote when he bashes Democrats, when he bashes vaccines, when he bashes the media. This is not Rachel Maddow, right? But even Rogan is now saying what a lot of people are thinking, and this is what it is.
That's just going to hang around.
This is a line in the sand.
Yeah.
This one's a
Yeah.
line in the sand.
Yeah.
Because this is one where there's a lot of stuff about, when we thought Trump was going to come in and a lot of things are going to be resolved.
Yeah.
We're going to drain the swamp. We're going to figure everything out. And when you have this one hardcore line in the sand that everybody had been talking about forever, and then they're trying to gaslight you on that.
Well, you would have thought
Is
that
that your phone?
So Rogan, the way Rogan says this is pretty revealing. He says, we believed Trump was going to come in, straighten things out, figure everything out. Who believed that? If only extremely gullible people ever believed that Trump was going to do any of the stuff he said he was going to do and expose sex traffickers and drain the swamp or whatever language, the track record has been the opposite. Trump has a history of defending abusers if they're loyal to him. Trump hung out with Epstein for years. Trump attacked his critics way harder than he ever criticized Jeffrey Epstein. And so when Trump goes, why is everybody still talking about Epstein? He's not being cagey. He's kind of being transparent in a twisted way. He's telling you the truth, which is why I don't want you talking about Epstein. And so when Rogan now is turning on Trump and says there's gaslighting going on, and great. I mean, listen, there's two sides to this. There's what is the political impact of prominent MAGAs turning on Donald Trump publicly? Well, it may trickle downstream, and there may be more of the public that turns against Trump. And hopefully it helps defeat a lot of these lunatic Republicans in November of 26, and then, thinking further down the line in 2028. Great, I'll take it. But you would have to be so gullible ever to have believed that Trump was going to do the things that he said he was going to do. And look a little bit of the timeline, because there was a time where it was, we're going to release the Epstein files. And then, Trump had that Fox News interview where he goes, MLK files, of course, release everything, JFK. Wait, what did you just say Epstein? Well, less so, but we'll see. That moment, we all knew. We said it on the show. They're never releasing the Epstein files. They might leak, but Trump's never releasing them. The DOJ and the FBI under Trump now go, there is no list. There are no files. And Pam Bondi said, well, they're on my desk. And then she goes, no, that was taken out of context. But then we've got the Wall Street Journal report that says Pam Bondi not only has the files, she briefed Trump and said, you are in the files. And now he's flirting with pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell, who helped Epstein traffic underage girls. And so Rogan, in a sense, is right. It is a betrayal of justice, and it's a betrayal of Trump's promises. In a way, it's also a betrayal of Trump's base, because they wanted certain transparency that they're not going to get. And that's what's snapping Rogan out of this thing. In a way, Rogan is the most influential voice in podcasting, sort of, when it comes to manufacturing consent around Donald Trump. And so when he says we are being gaslit, that matters. That matters. Not because Rogan has a moral authority, but because he influences millions of people, many of whom still think Trump's anti-elite, Trump's going to expose this, Trump's going to expose that, even though he's not going to. So Trump's biggest fear isn't the Epstein files per se. It's that his own supporters will realize he's never going to release them. He was never going to release them. He's not draining the swamp. He is the swamp, and he's probably in the files. So this is one of those on the one hand, on the other hand things. On the one hand, I always welcome people who say, I was wrong, I'm changing my mind, the facts on the ground are informing me. I also can't ignore that what level of gullibility would you have to be victim of in order to ever have fallen for this crap in the first place? And that's really the question about Rogan. Have you ever wanted to feel more connected to your partner, but found that daily life gets in the way? There is an app designed specifically to help couples deepen their bond called Paired. Our sponsor Paired gives you daily personalized questions, quizzes, fun games, really just crafted to inspire meaningful and enjoyable conversations with your partner. And you won't see your partner's answers until you've shared your own. So it's like a safe, genuine space for honest dialogue and discovery. Recently, one Paired prompt asked, what's something you admire most about your partner? Answering this simple question created a conversation with my girlfriend and highlighted things that we sometimes overlook. The Paired app is a great daily reminder of the qualities that make relationships special. Whether you're just starting to build your connection or you've been together for years, Paired helps make it easy and enjoyable to strengthen your relationship, and it's just 5 minutes a day. Head to paired.com/Pacman for a 7-day free trial and 25% off your subscription. The link is in the description.